A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror in... He worries there won't be much... He doesn't know what... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged. He's grateful for that.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Now take it out.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit. In Jagni's case, letting the... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. tug. Buffer than ever. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu's door is always open for newcomers, but he...
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne stace. Paro.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. He's referring to... He understands that sometimes we need to lose ourselves to find us. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of... Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a... Your Muma... The Sifu... Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination. But you already know that, so embrace... The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in... Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. They have no intention of... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Zum ilem dat nepi. Lata o.
Tells you not to...
Naoko onis poloknost.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and...
Yeti rikli. Kariesnes dat tada.
Seeing...
Padafo ufletek. Uko.
He
Zivot nalest stari dat. Nestats ne okoni.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first right...
Unavoch ni tlohoni.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost. Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find everything you need here. So, says you covered the important things already. Peddler is eager for you to have a look at the wares. Says there's usually a line, but today's your lucky day. It's too expensive. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Shot through. It's starting to add up. tightening up. All fired up. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be... He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least, but you need practice. Lots of practice. Great. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only... She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's worth. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that... He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders with almost anything and... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks... He's looking. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a... She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all. There's no way. He wants to know who you think you are. He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? The most... It's time to focus on your training now. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Moo. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He's curious to see what you found. He's awful. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Thinks. He says it's about... The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. He knows. You should take it with you. Wear it to practice. He's sure. He's looking. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. Wants you to prove that with... Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's been working on. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Reminds you that the... Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Thinks you... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll... Says it's not... Your Muma says you look tired. Says a rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The timer. He wants to... She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past.